What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Dewan HODLs. We back in here with another one. It is Hump Day Wednesday. So this is a little different from the car videos. My phone got too hot in the car. So right in the middle of recording, it went out because the temperature was just too high. So it was almost 100 degrees today and my phone overheated. So I'm taking a little after meal walk and I wanted to go ahead and touch base with you guys. Letting you know that it is hump day, but you should be working, right? You should be using your energy, right? Whatever you do, whatever you spent time learning how to do, or whatever you can provide to individuals or a company to earn monetary energy. And these days, that's in the form of a fiat currency, which is a constantly dissipating energy that you can't really store and pass down to your legacy. So you want to look at hard assets that are a great store of value, such as Bitcoin, in my opinion. And if you're doing that already, make sure you do it responsibly by checking out the link down below to hodl.com. It's a peer-to-peer decentralized exchange. And with that exchange, you're able to only use your email address or email address of your choice and just a password, and that's it, no KYC. And when you get that Bitcoin, you can store it. You can store it in cold storage by checking out the link down below to CoinKite.com as well for a cold card wallet. It is a hard wallet for Bitcoin only, open source and popular. Let's get it. Now with the housekeeping out of the way, I wanted to talk about the fact that retail is tapped out, and I want to also discuss utility. I know utility is something people like to throw up haphazardly when it comes to justifying getting into shit coins a lot of times. Because these coins and their foundation and their organization will say that these coins can do these phenomenal wizardry and basically do everything except solve world hunger and so forth. And the thing is that you have to take into consideration with utility is, first of all, through studies, through research, utility has been found to be strongly correlated with the level of satisfaction that the user gets from the good or service. So since it's very early, because a lot of these cryptocurrencies haven't broken into a real market yet and been used for anything really, like the actual tokens, the actual token, not the blockchain, but their actual token hasn't been used for anything, then the only thing you have to go on is speculation. And so that's what you're doing. You're anticipating. You are trying to prophesize. And the market, a lot of times, isn't really even there. It doesn't exist. So utility is something that you want to understand what utility is and how it works. From my understanding, I will go up this way. Take a longer walk. This is different. Okay, we'll do it this way. I haven't done this. Yeah, and so from my understanding, utility, you want to look at it as, is it being utilized now, and is the product finished? You can look at something like a Bitcoin. It's already been out for 13, 14 years, and it's served its purpose. It has been a decentralized monetary network for people to use outside of the fiat currency systems of the world. It has continued to follow its protocol, being a fixed supply, being a decentralized monetary system, continuing to mint into circulation the remaining uncirculated Bitcoin every 10 minutes, roundabout, averaging every 10 minutes, and it's been doing that since clockwork. Also, you want to look at the fact that the hash rate has continued to go up, which means that the network has continued to grow, and it continues to be people joining the network to mine and to set up nodes, and thus making the network more and more secure, which is the entire purpose of it. And I think that's one of the most significant use cases, or the most significant use case, which really is the whole point of a crypto asset. Everything else has been, I think, honestly, they just been poor. I don't even think they attempt to try to be Bitcoin because most of them are staking coins. But anyways, I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to tell you that look at the utility, and sometimes even the utility itself, like the industry that is geared towards, the problems that is geared towards solving, aren't even significant enough, such as what Bitcoin is already been primed and prepared to do, and it's already doing. So that's one thing. So that gets the utility conversation out the way. What was my other one? It was going to be good. Oh yeah, we want to talk about, I think I wanted to talk about, it's something else. With shitcoin has always come up with something different all the time. And so I just, and I'm not trying to downplay, I'm really approaching things from, I'm trying to be objective as possible. It does take some recalibrating of reality, right? And not being emotional, not being selfish, but looking at things for what they are. You have people who do believe that that when Bitcoin goes up, altcoins tend to follow. And yes, true, but they don't take into consideration, they're only looking at what has happened the past couple of years and not taking into consideration new factors. When you get new information, this is when you start to change your approach because there's new factors that stepped in. And so now, since regulation has really made a real presence, and there is a, there's obviously institutional block of the capital from institutions going into altcoins. There's a block, okay, and that's because the SEC stands in between that. Until government makes a crypto law that states otherwise, this is what it is for institutions when it comes to purchasing cryptocurrency. They cannot. In the US, they cannot. Now, yes, cryptocurrencies can be elsewhere in other countries, but I always say this, the capital is not there. The capital is not even in retail. The economy, we are in the first time that a bear market coincides with a pretty much a poor global economic situation. So nobody's factoring this in at all. They're not factoring, interest rates just keep going up and up and up, being raised to try to slow down the economy. They're not. And they're not factoring in the SEC bringing in regulation that they stepped in this time. So this is some things you have to look into. Hey, how you doing now? All right. So when you factor in those things, and you factor in that the institutions is the ones with the capital, they're the ones buying all the real estate right now. They're the ones that hold most of the equity shares. They're the ones that's buying up all the farmland. It's not retail. It's not these small foreign nations like a South Korea or something like that. Okay? Retail, who have the assets, who have the cash, who is able to manage all these large corporations. These corporations got the money. Apple got the money. Okay? These are the ones, these are institutions. These are the clients of BlackRock. This is why BlackRock is setting up a spot ETF for its clients, for Bitcoin only. So yes, altcoins could go up with Bitcoin because it's the largest liquidity pair. But if they're being restricted by from the institutional capital, then are they really going to get a true pump? Is it going to be the pump that people think is going to be? So anyways, I'm cutting it under 10. I'm getting my walk on, so it sounds a little more passionate than usual, but it is what it is, man. I'm just going ahead. This is my thoughts. I'm going to get out of here right at 9:52. Talk to y'all later. Peace.